Welcome to the Bellevue College Writing Lab workshop on research questions. This is part 3 in our series. In this video, we'll talk about how to edit your research question to make it more focused and clear. We'll be working from these criteria, starting with the first one. Let's look at a sample question to start. What are the negative effects of smartphone use? Some parts of this question are very broad and will give us too many search results to sift through as we begin our research. For example, negative effects. What type of negative effects? Are we talking about mental health? Are we talking about social interactions? Or maybe even physical impact? Also, we should focus in on who is affected. To give the question more focus, we need to consider what type of negative effects do we want to explore, and who is the target population of smartphone users that we want to study. We can answer these questions in this way. For example, the type of negative effects, we could look at just the impact on relationships, specifically intimate relationships or couples. For the target population, we might want to look at younger people, somewhere between the ages of 20 and 40 years old. The question then goes from, what are the negative effects of smartphone use, to what impact does smartphone use have on the intimate relationships of young people? Now let's look at another sample research question. This time we will examine the clarity of the question. Why are social networking sites harmful? What does harm mean in this case? This question is assuming already that social media is harmful. To be more clear here, we should ask ourselves, what do I mean when I use the word harm? And social networking sites, do I mean all of them? If the answer is yes, then I'm running into the need to revise for focus again. I can't cover all of them if, let's say, my assignment guidelines state that the paper should be 6 to 8 pages. I won't have enough room. Also, I need to be more clear about who I will be looking at. I can answer the questions in this way. How is the harm defined? Well, let's look at the sense of privacy. Which networking sites, social networking sites will be considered? Let's look at sites that use mainly images, for example, Facebook or Instagram. And what population will be studied? Let's look at young people, specifically preteens. The question then becomes, how are preteen users addressing the privacy concerns when using image-heavy social media platforms?